Cooking Cookeville. I'm Sean Scantlin.
And I'm Mike Franklin.
Today, we're in the historic west side of Cookeville at Crawdaddy's West Side Grill.
We want to thank all you loyal viewers who have stuck with us through these format changes that we've made, and we want to just find the best way to convey our love of Cookeville and its fine restaurants.
Mike, what'd you get to drink today?
Well, in talking with our wonderful waitress Mary, she recommended a couple of things that are famous here at Crawdaddy's. She said they had a margarita that was world famous Crawdaddy's. They have a white sangria and a red sangria. Opt for the red sangria. It's very fruity.
Looks nice. Looks like Christmas in a cup.
Hopefully so. What about you?
I got the Grassroots from Killer Brewery, which is a local brewery just right down the road in Sparta. Grassroots is their signature brew, I believe. It's hoppy, but not too hoppy. It's not like a light beer, but it's not too heavy. You know how some beers can get a little too heavy. Yeah. So it's a great brew.
And that's the Sergio brothers that run Killer, right?
Yeah, they're great guys. They're all the time all over Cookeville. They're almost at every event, and I think they do tours down at their thing.
Yeah, I believe they do. So mine is very fruity. It's got a bit of a wine taste, which it should have. I'm loving it. Tastes good.
Awesome.
I opted to sit out here on this patio. From what you told me, the website says this is 100 years old out here, these buildings?
Oh yeah, the brick building is 100 years old, and this is adjacent to it. I think this used to be a building. And then there was a tragic fire, and I think Crawdaddy's ended up annexing it. Is that the right word? And then put their patio out here, yeah.
Well, it's very, very nice on a night like this. It's about 75 degrees out here. Perfect night to sit out and enjoy the weather and the music that's playing in the background.
What did you think about the menu, Mike?
So the menu's great, man. They offer plenty of appetizers, a lot of different options. I've had several of these.
Oh, yeah.
The gator bites. That's always a good choice.
The catfish nibblers are great.
Oh, love those catfish nibblers. They have some really good dips too. The goat cheese dip, the bayou shrimp dip. Have both of those, and those are both great. They've got a number of salads. I'm not a big salad eater. I like to have a side salad on occasion, but seafood, steak. I mean, anything that anyone would want, they have here.
What I like about it is it doesn't get unruly. You know, if you have too big a menu, then guess what? You're a jack of all trades and a master of none. They seem to kind of focus on a niche. They have a good variety without it being too crowded. And I love that they can do everything from a carpetbagger fillet, which has got like, you know, crab meat on top of a fillet, all the way down to a po' boy sandwich. You know, so there's something for everybody here.
Right. A little bit of pasta, some chicken, some steak, just whatever you want. Got a nice wine menu on the back. So ready.
What'd you end up ordering today?
Now I ordered the Cajun macaroni and cheese. Cajun mac and cheese.
Sounds good.
I'm hoping.
Sounds like good, you know, what's the comfort food, doesn't it?
It's something I've never had, but being here at Crawdaddy's with the Cajun theme going, I thought, I'm gonna try it today.
Very nice, very nice. Well, I got the po' boy Cajun club sandwich, and for 3 reasons. 1, I'm po'. 2, I'm a boy. And 3, it's Crawdaddy's, it's got crawfish on it, and you can't go wrong with that. Plus it comes with the remoulade sauce to dip your french fries in. And
love that.
I don't know what it is, but I love it.
While we're waiting on our food to come out, let's talk about what we associate with Crawdaddy's, Sean. What do you think of when you think of Crawdaddy's?
I'm glad you asked. You know, they say smell is the thing that triggers memories the most. And what's very close to smell is taste. All right. And I think back to the first date I had 14 years ago with the girl who ended up being my wife. We actually had it out here in this little area here, and I remember I'd never been here before. I wanted to take her to some place where it looked like I had some class, and so we ended up.
And that worked.
Yeah, because you know, I tried dating a few other girls, and they weren't really impressed by me carrying their tray at the McDonald's. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take her to a place where they'll bring it for us, and there's no trays to carry. Yeah, so. You know, we joke about, we come here on our anniversary now sometimes, and we joke about how she thought I was a jerk, and she wasn't wrong, by the way. I was a cocky, arrogant jerk back then, and I thought she was quiet. I was wrong, imagine that, because she is very vocal about how much I was a jerk back then, but we ended up saving the night. You know, the dinner conversation may have been bad, but the dinner was great. And then later on, ended up playing Super Mario Brothers at her house on those solid nights. that's not code for anything. It's just we both love classic NES games.
It's really the Nintendo game. All right.
Well, what about you, man? What do you think about when you think about Crawdaddy?
Man, I tell you, great minds think alike. Because about 4 years ago, I was trying out the whole dating scene, the online dating scene at that.
Yeah.
And I'd been messaging this beautiful young lady, and one Sunday afternoon I said, hey, let's go out and get a drink. She said, okay, let's go. So that's the first time I had met my wife. We came up here, we came to Crawdaddy's, we had a couple of beers, that led to dinner, that led to, eventually led to a beautiful beach wedding down on Orange Beach. I think you joined us for that.
I did. It's amazing, isn't it, how Crawdaddy has brought so many families together?
It is amazing. So how was the po' boy, Sean?
Oh man, it was great. Nothing po' about that thing.
Wonderful.
Remoulade sauce with some crawfish on top of it on some French bread. Really good stuff.
How can you beat that?
Yeah. How was the mac and cheese?
Well, you know, you think of mac and cheese as either a kid's meal or something that's just going to make you feel good. You know, it's some feel-good food. This did both. It made me feel like a kid. It made me feel good.
Nice.
It was nice and cheesy, plenty of cheese. It had the crawfish tails in it. Had just enough of that Cajun heat to just heat up your mouth, but not enough that it made you want to sweat, break out in a sweat, you know?
So you didn't have to chug the senorita.
I didn't have to chug the sangria or the water.
Nice, very good.
So we're wrapping up this episode of What's Cooking Cookeville. Overall, what did you feel about the experience you had tonight?
Thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved it. The atmosphere is always great. The food was really good. You know, it's a little pricey, but it's to be expected.
Well, it is a nice place. You can't expect to go in there and pay the price of a Big Mac. So,
Very true.
you know, it was a little on the pricey side, but well worth it. My meal was the best meal I've had in weeks. So.
Very nice.
The ambiance of the place is wonderful, especially sitting out on the deck on these beautiful afternoons. The wait staff was wonderful. The bartender came down and talked to us for a few minutes.
Yeah, big shout out to Will for making us feel at home and welcome.
For sure. And just an overall, I guess I'd give it a 9 out of 10 on that.
I'd say you're speaking for me as well.
All right.
Yeah. Another successful episode of What's Cooking Cookeville. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, comment below where you want to see What's Cooking Cookeville visit next. We can't wait to visit all these places. We can't wait to eat. We can't wait to drink. So please let us know where you want us to go.
That's What's Cooking Cookeville.